And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And this is a chance for them to go 2-0 against this team. They won that first meeting, and with a 3-game season series, they can clinch a winning record against them here tonight.
And how nice would it be to stick that in your back pocket after just 2 games, guys? I mean, I know they think that's what's going to happen because they played with that kind of confidence in the first meeting. They feel very good about this one.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. Jayshawn Tate out there with Yurtsevin. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Dosunmu in at the 1. And with the season started up, these teams, Clark, certainly looking to hit the ground running this year.
Kevin, first impressions are important. A strong performance now in the early going can really alleviate some of the stress and bumps down the line and help your team build some positive momentum.
Now Halliburton. Following Bogdanovich's 3-point attempt. Halliburton finds Hield. Indiana moving it around. Duarte misses the 3. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Spurs.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Indiana ball.
.143 left in the first. Hield, the pass to Smith. Here's Duarte. Now here's Hield. He is covered by Bogdanovich. And it's Halliburton missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Got a piece of it. Tate with the ball. Now Smith defending. Now the pass to Dosunmu. And here is Tate, covered by Smith. And Tate throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Halliburton. Pass to Dosunmu. Going inside. Yep, that one goes in there.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Out to the right wing. Here's Duarte. No good on the 3. Baltimore with the ball. Trailing by 2. They get it back. And Tate gets it to go. Tate's only got his 2nd bucket of the night.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Pass to Tate. The 3. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
Your
Pacers lead by 2. Let's take a quick break.
6. Here come your Indiana Face Mates crowd.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Setting the floor for the Barons. You've got Little, so Williams out there. And it's Roby in at the 5, roaming the paint. And he gets it to go. McConnell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Shot's good by Noel.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Here's Bitadze. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Bitadze's got his first 2 points.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
Passes it to Noel. Shot from 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Daniel Tice is checked in for Goga Bitadze. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
The Pacers still looking to find their way a bit. Struggled last year in Rick Carlisle's return, but I think the future is bright. Ended up near the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but they've got some nice young pieces to build around.
Halliburton's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Baltimore. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Tigers from 14. Roby with the rebound. Mark, you know about Indiana. The Pacers, a young team that's still looking for a leader.
Yeah, they're in growth mode right now. Clearly a team in transition, but that's not always bad. I mean, I love some of their young pieces, and I'm excited to see what this team can look like in a year or 2.
Indiana making some changes. Miles Turner comes in for Jackson. And Chris Duarte is subbed in for Buddy Hield. The pass, Duarte. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton passes to Tice. Here's Duarte. Barrett covering. Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Halliburton's got 6.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered by McConnell.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And the Barons making a change here. Yurtseven's checked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to McConnell. Here's Duarte. Back to Halliburton. Passes Duarte. Here's McConnell. Off target with his 3. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Barrett slams it in.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Turner lays it up off the glass.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. The shot missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. And trying as they might, they couldn't. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Or just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
We've got Miles Turner. Hield is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Smith. And it's Duarte in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Baltimore trails by 5. And there's no question Miles Turner is one of the NBA's best shot blockers.
Kevin, he's led the league multiple times in block shots. And if you look at his per-game averages, man, very impressive. I think he's put himself in the conversation for one of the most prolific shot blockers of all time if he can sustain it for a few more years.
Sinks the three-pointer.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore.
A big part of two Sacramento blockbuster trades. Buddy Hield went from New Orleans to Sacramento in the DeMarcus Cousins trade.
Goga Bitadze is checked in for the Pacers. Jackson comes in for Smith. Little, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Clark for Hield, 6 years later, he was part of the Kings-Pacers mega trade.
Yeah, Kevin, that one sent Domantas Sabonis to Sacramento. Hield showed his value as a player night in and night out in Sacramento, and that created the trade value that allowed him to be moved for good players. He's actually one of the best shooters you can find in the league, in my opinion.
So he gets them both. Pacers leading by 4. Halliburton passes Duarte. 90 seconds now into the second half. Halliburton kicks to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. The shot no good by Duarte. And Barrett has got the ball here for Baltimore. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. Noel, he's checked in for Baltimore.
Jalen Noel.
1:14 left to play in the third. Halliburton passes to Bitadze. Hield kicks to Halliburton. Hield outside. And there's the pass, Duarte. Lock at 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Baltimore trails by 4. Pass to Alvarado. Basket counts.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for Roby. And that one, good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Baltimore on offense. 4-point game. Pass to Barrett. Pass to Noel. Lets it go with the 3. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Barons able to retain possession here.
To the away team. Substitution on the court.
Yurtsevin finds Barrett. It's Barrett on the wing. Yurtsevin. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Baltimore, Dosunmu is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Yurtsevin. And it's Barrett at the 3. Healed against Bogdanovich. The pass to Dosunmu. And stolen by McConnell. Pass to Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Tate. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And stolen by Barrett.
2 minutes.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Bogdanovich against Teal. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner comes in for Daniel Tice. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Halliburton finds Hield to the paint. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Duarte. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Duarte's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pacers. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Hield against Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
One is on Hield.
And, you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Baltimore making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Duarte passes to Turner. Here's Duarte. Barrett covering. Pass to Smith. Here's Duarte. Halliburton kicks to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. Here's Smith. And a good offensive board. He gets the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Smith on the wing. Outside, Taylor. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fires for 3. Baltimore with the rebound. And here is Kispert. Kicks it to Little. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.